Ladies, gentlemen, and monsters of all ages, we're diving right into it today because it's a big one. No need for a silly intro when the reality is oh so serious. Over the past few months, we've secretly been working behind the scenes with Capcom, designing 5 brand new monsters with one purpose: being completely unique. Wondrous creatures unlike any monsters that you have ever seen before. Today, I am here to talk to you about each of these incredibly unique creatures that will 100% totally be coming to Monster Hunter Rise very soon. Starting off with Yamatsukami. This creature is most notable for its incredible ability to fly, even though it has no wings. It does this through its massive air sac and the ability to control the wind around it through its horns. It has attacks that involve spinning its massive body while raining tornadoes down from above, piercing water beams while sucking you in like a vacuum, and of course his very unique mouth. Yamatsukami is nothing like any creature that you've seen before. When enraged, its vestigial flaps will stand on end as a warning, like a porcupine seeing a predator approaching. If absolutely necessary, the Yamatsukami can land on its underdeveloped hind legs for a last-ditch body attack where it grabs you with its many tentacles and throws you over its head in a suplex-type motion. This creature's official title is the Floating Storm Mountain Dragon, which is fitting as Yamatsukami lives its life floating through the mountains, using a light vacuum pressure to suck in any creatures that have already died due to the storms that follow its presence, thus allowing nearly effortless sustenance forever. It's worth noting that this monster is a big-time humongo creature, so get out the Dragonators and pray to Gog. Next up, a bit of an earlier game creature, Melfeimio Hermetestio. You may be thinking, where will Melfeimio really fit in, being added into the early game even though the game's already complete? This creature isn't quite Elder Dragon level, and well, you're right, but he fills a much needed role: water fusion. This is a brand new status that I have personally designed, which makes it so whenever you get wet, you forget wherever you are, your name, your address, your credit card number, your mother's maiden name, even your main weapon. So you have to be super careful around Hermetestio to avoid this debuff. Looking at him, you may think his movement's a little bit limited. You know, he's a crab, he can probably only go sideways. But he has some serious advantages compared to normal crab monsters, as Melfeimio's claws are actually also fully functioning wings, allowing unparalleled crustacean chasing ability. He even has a mode where he'll put both of his wing claws up in front of his soft little face to protect its feathers, and if you attack the claws, he jumps away all scared. It's really cute. I can't wait for you guys to see this actual animation in the game, which it will be in. Realistically, this type of monster is bound to become more popular in the series as tons of species of underwater creatures are slowly trying to evolve into the crab all over again over time, which of course will wind up reflected in Monster Hunter. Owl crabs are just the beginning. Third on the list is a personal favorite of mine, Camtrios. Your first thought upon seeing this early concept art is probably, whoa, where's the limbs, bro? I don't know why you're a surfer now, but I promise you this bodacious wave of creatures will remain 100% radical. The limbs? Don't need them. Technically, we do still have some appendages going around, still 2 wings on this bad boy, but you may notice that the stomach is a giant, inflated, bouncy, rubbery material, perfect for a completely different kind of movement: bouncing, especially when supplemented by a giant pad-like tail to launch off of from behind, as well as a super long sticky tongue that Camtrios can use to grab objects in front of him and pull forward, sort of like a grappling hook tongue. In combat, I really wanted to dig into some mechanics that have never been seen in the series before, so Camtrios' long tongue can actually be used to steal items from the player, which of course is mind-blowing. Just when you turn away, he'll use his undersized wings to flap up into the air and drop his entire mass onto your head. The extra peripheral vision of his eye shape allowing him to keep track of his targets better while on the move. You may ask, does this creature ever shrink? It looks inflated. No, It always stays this way. Its favorite food is toadstool. Mushrooms, not, well, you know, toadstool. And it has an organ inside to control its inflation called the inflation controller organ, which can turn a single mushroom into enough poison gas to clear at a poison concert. And I mean, that's sort of what they bought the tickets for. On occasion, to keep his health up, the Camtrios will go on a cleanse, swapping out its toxic gas inflation with a much cleaner intake of mist. This also allows it to employ a strong stealth tactic, only weakened by how loud the sound of a giant bouncing rubber monster is, invisible or not. The fourth monster that we've created for you all is one that I expect to be an instant fan favorite, Valstrox. This elder dragon looks as though it was at one point made purely of metal, but has since entered a state of living decay. The metal scales, slimming down to the most aerodynamic of designs, slowly began to rust over, while the scales on the head peeled back to reveal an almost anglerfish-like face underneath, as well as the wings becoming an extremely awkward mess of tangled flesh and pure burning dragon energy, as the life force of this creature is sustained entirely from the dragon energy that it attracts, so its life is spent traveling from region to region at almost light speed in search of more of this energy simply to survive. For without it, more of Valstrox will decompose, and as more decomposes, it cannot fly as far or as fast. It may be losing the ability to fly long distances, but it has not lost the ability to kick your ass from here to the goddamn moon. This monster's moveset will scare the bejeebies out of you, as it shoots out a beam of tiny living organisms which latch onto you and make you run really fast to mess around with your movement. Valstrox alternates nearly at random between painfully slow beam attacks and blazingly fast wing swipes. But most importantly, when fighting this creature, you must always stay wary of its super attack, flying high up into the air and playing dead, falling limp to the floor. From here, it will wait until you carve it. It'll wait up to 10 minutes. He's really persistent that way. And then once you try to carve him, you die. That's it. That's the move. That's the attack. That's his super attack. Finally, of course, we have saved the best for last. I wanted to make a creature that every Monster Hunter player would be able to call cute. Some people think somewhat classic things are cute, such as a Kelpie. It's a deer, and some people think that Kezoo is cute because they're crazy. So in an effort to appeal to everyone, even the crazy people, I present to you Kezogama. I'm sorry that I didn't get to have this monster in your lives sooner, because this creature is, of course, actually 100% coming to Monster Hunter Rise right now. But one last thing before it's final, because we really wanted to get you guys involved in the process, so, eyes or no eyes? Yeah, I don't know either. They're both very, Right, so Kezogama's moveset is actually quite impressive, and it may well become the strongest fanged wyvern currently in the series. At first, the neck is completely coiled down into the collar section, allowing him to take you by surprise, as everyone knows that cute things extend with visible veins unexpectedly. This extendable neck, combined with the creature having a nearly furnace-like jaw, allows it to rapidly consume scores of ore in the area, heat the ore to its melting point, and fire it at you like a weapon, lava coming at the end with the pressure of a fire hose. Just picture it, that long, gangly neck shooting out a stream of pressured lava. How could you possibly avoid that? How could you predict that motion in the slightest? You can't! That's the brilliance! This monster also has incredibly powerful thighs, a very thick stomach, and a suction cup tail that allows it to stick to either the ceiling for stealth purposes, or to the ground. This unlocks the Kezogama's strongest attack. Because of its intensely disproportionate weight, this monster can suction its tail to the floor, extend its neck to full length, and start flinging it in a circle like some kind of vulgar demonic flail, which of course is just the ultimate emphasis on how cute this monster is. It's freaking cute! I know you guys are all just gushing in the comments about how much you'd like to hang out with a Kezogama because he just looks like such a genuinely positive guy. He's so cute. Alright everyone, that's it. Those are the 5 monsters that we've been secretly developing alongside Capcom, and wait, did I say Capcom? I meant to say Patreon. Patreon. That's the one. I meant to say this video is born of inspiration from our own patrons' Photoshop skills and what it made me do to all of your favorite monsters. Yeah, it was all a bunch of silly fun. So what? Deal with it, nerds! I hope you all enjoyed the monsters that I put forth today. Let me know if you want more of this type of stupid stuff in the future. We're all just having fun here, as I'm always happy to provide more of this. Like if you liked the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet. Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.